Act 2. Estragon's boots are front and center. Heels together, toes splayed. Lucky's hat is at the same place. The tree has 4 or 5 leaves. Enter Vladimir agitatedly. He halts and looks long at the tree, then suddenly begins to move feverishly around the stage. He halts before the boots, picks one up, examines it, sniffs it, manifests disgust, picks it up back carefully, comes and goes, halts extreme right, goes and gazes into distance off, shading his eyes with his hand, comes and goes, halts extreme left, as before, comes and goes, halts, and suddenly begins to sing loudly. Having begun 2 steps too high, he clears his throat and sings.
A dog came in the kitchen and stole a crust of bread, then cook up with a ladle and beat him till he was dead. Then all the dogs came running and dug the dog a tomb. Then all the dogs came running and dug the dog a tomb, and wrote upon the tombstone, for the eyes of dogs to come. A dog came in the kitchen and stole a crust of bread, then cook up with a ladle and beat him till he was dead. Then all the dogs came running and dug the dog a tomb. Then all the dogs came running and dug the dog a tomb. And dug the dog a tomb.
He remains a moment silent and motionless, then begins to move feverishly around the stage. He halts before the tree, comes and goes, before the boots, comes and goes, halts extreme right, gazes to the distance, extreme left, gazes to distance. Enter Estragon right, barefoot, head bowed. He slowly crosses the stage. Vladimir turns and sees him.
You again.
Estragon halts but does not raise his head. Vladimir goes towards him.
Come here till I embrace you.
Don't touch me!
Do you want me to go away? Go.
Vladimir observes him attentively.
Did they beat you? Go.
Estragon remains silent, head bowed.
Where did you spend the night?
Don't touch me! Don't question me! Don't speak to me! Stay with me!
Did I ever leave you?
You let me go!
Look at me.
Estragon does not raise his head.
Will you look at me?
Estragon raises his head. They look long at each other, then suddenly embrace, clapping each other on the back. End of the embrace. Estragon, no longer supported, almost falls.
What a day!
They beat you. Tell me.
Another day done with.
Not yet.
For me, it's over and done with, no matter what happens. I heard you sing.
That's right. I remember.
That finished me. I said to myself, he's all alone. I'm gone forever.
One is not a master of one's moods. All day I felt in great form. I didn't get up in the night, not even once.
You have to pee.
You see, you piss better when I'm not there.
Oh, I missed you. And at the same time I was happy. Isn't that a queer thing?
Happy?
Perhaps it's not quite the right word.
And now?
Now! There you are again! There we are again. There I am again.
You see, you feel worse when I'm with you. I feel better alone, too.
Well, then why do you always come crawling back?
I don't know.
No, but I do. It's because you don't know how to defend yourself. I wouldn't have let them beat you.
You couldn't have stopped them.
Why not?
There were 10 of them.
No, I mean before they beat you. I would have stopped you from doing whatever it was you were doing.
I wasn't doing anything.
Then why did they beat you?
I don't know.
No, go. The truth is, there are things escape you that don't escape me. You must feel it yourself.
I tell you, I wasn't doing anything.
Perhaps you weren't. But it's the way of doing it that counts. The way of doing it. You want to go on living.
I wasn't doing anything.
You must be happy too, deep down. If you only knew it.
Happy about what?
To be back with me again.
say so?
Say you are, even if it's not true.
What am I to say?
Say, I am happy.
I am happy.
So am I.
So am I.
We are happy.
We are happy. What do we do now that we are happy?
Wait for Godot.
Things have changed here since yesterday.
And if he doesn't come?
We'll see when the time comes. I was saying that things have changed here since yesterday.
Everything oozes.
Look at that tree.
It's never the same pus from one second to the next.
The tree! Look at the tree!
Was it not there yesterday?
Yes, of course it was there. Do you not remember? We nearly hanged ourselves from it. But you wouldn't. Do you not remember?
You dreamt it.
Is it possible you've forgotten already?
That's the way that I am. Either I forget immediately or I never forget.
And Pozzo and Lucky, have you forgotten them too?
Pozzo and Lucky.
He's forgotten everything.
I remember a lunatic who kicked the shins off me. Then he played the fool.
That was Lucky.
I remember that. When was that?
And his keeper, do you not remember him?
He gave me a bone.
That was Pozzo.
And all that was yesterday.
Yes, of course it was yesterday.
And here we are now.
Where else do you think? Do you not recognize this place?
Recognize? What is there to recognize? All my lousy life I've crawled in the mud. All you talk to me about is scenery. Look at this muck-heap. I've never stirred from it.
Calm yourself, calm yourself.
You and your landscapes. Tell me about the worms.
All the same, you can't tell me that there's any resemblance to the Macomb country, for example. You can't deny that there's a big difference.
The Macomb country? Who's talking about Macomb country?
But you were there yourself, in the Macomb country.
No, I was never in Macomb country. I puked my pukable life away here, I tell you, here! In the Macomb country.
But we were there together, I could swear to it, picking grapes for a man called... I can't think of the name of the place called... Can't think of the name of the place. Do you not remember?
It's possible. I didn't notice anything.
But down there, everything is red.
Didn't notice anything, I tell you.
You're a hard man to get on with, Go-Go.
Be better if we parted.
You always say that, and you always come crawling back.
The best thing would be to kill me, like the other.
What other? What other?
Like billions of others.
To every man his little cross, till he dies, and is forgotten.
In the meantime, let us try and converse calmly, since we are incapable of keeping silent.
You're right. We're inexhaustible.
It's so we won't think.
We have that excuse.
It's so we won't hear.
We have our reasons.
All the dead voices.
They make noise like little wings,
leaves.
like sand.
Like leaves.
They all speak at once.
Each one to itself.
Rather, they whisper.
They rustle.
They murmur.
They rustle.
What do they say?
They talk about their lives.
To have lived is not enough for them.
They have to talk about it.
To be dead is not enough for them.
It is not sufficient.
They make a noise like feathers, like ashes. Say something.
I'm trying.
Say anything at all.
What do we do now?
Wait for Godot. This is awful.
Sing something.
I mean, no. We could start all over again, perhaps.
That should be easy.
It's the start that's difficult.
You can start from anything.
Yes, but you have to decide.
True.
Help me.
I'm trying.
When you seek, you hear.
You Do?
That prevents you from finding.
It does.
That prevents you from thinking.
You think all the same.
No, impossible.
That's the idea. Let's contradict each other.
Impossible.
You think so?
We're in no danger of ever thinking anymore.
Then what are we complaining about?
Thinking is not the worst.
Perhaps not, but at least there's that.
That what?
That's the idea. Let's ask each other questions.
What do you mean, at least there's that?
That much less misery.
True.
Well, if we gave thanks for our mercies.
What is terrible is to have thought.
But did that ever happen to us?
Where are all these corpses from?
The skeletons.
Tell me that.
True.
We must have thought a little.
At the very beginning.
A charnel house? A charnel house? A charnel house.
You don't have to look.
You can't help looking.
True.
Try as one may. Try as one may.
We should turn resolutely towards nature.
We've tried that.
True.
Oh, it's not the worst, I know.
Right.
To have thoughts.
Obviously.
But we could have done without it.
Que voulez-vous?
I beg your pardon.
Que voulez-vous?
Que voulez-vous? Exactly.
That wasn't such a bad little canter.
Yes. Now we'll have to find something else.
He takes off his hat, concentrates.
Let me see.
He takes off his hat, concentrates. Long silence.
Ah!
They put on their hats, relax.
What was I saying? We could go from there.
What were you saying when?
At the very beginning.
At the very beginning of what?
This evening, I was saying,
I'm not a historian.
wait. We embraced. We were happy. Happy. What do we do now that we're happy? Go on waiting. Waiting. Let me think. It's coming. Go on waiting. Now that we're happy. Let me see. Ah! The tree!
The tree?
Do you remember?
I'm tired.
Look at it.
They look at the tree.
I see nothing.
But yesterday evening it was all black and bare, and now it's covered in leaves.
Leaves?
In a single night.
Must be the spring.
But in a single night.
I tell you, we weren't here yesterday. Another of your nightmares.
And where were we yesterday, according to you?
Well, how would I know? In another compartment? I mean, there's no lack of void.
Good. We weren't here yesterday evening. Now what did we do yesterday evening?
Do?
Try and remember.
Do? I suppose we blathered.
About what?
Oh, this and that, I suppose. You know, nothing in particular. Yes, now, I remember yesterday evening we spent blathering about nothing in particular. That's been going on now for half a century.
You don't remember any fact, any circumstance.
Don't torment me, Dee
The
Dee.
sun, the moon, do you not remember?
They must have been there, as usual.
You didn't notice anything out of the ordinary.
You didn't... alas!
And Pozzo and Lucky,
Pozzo.
the bones.
They were like fish bones.
It was Pozzo gave them to you.
I don't know.
And the kick.
That's right, somebody gave me a kick.
It was Lucky gave it to you.
And all that was yesterday?
Show your leg.
Which?
Both. Pull up your trousers.
Estragon gives a leg to Vladimir, staggers. Vladimir takes a leg, they stagger.
Pull up your trousers.
I can't.
Sorry. Vladimir pulls up the trousers, looks at the leg, lets it go. Estragon almost falls.
The other. The other pig.
Estragon gives the other.
There's the wound. Beginning to fester.
And what about it?
Where are your boots?
I must have thrown them away.
When?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know why. I don't know.
No, I mean, why did you throw them away?
Because they were hurting me.
There they are! At the very spot where you left them yesterday!
Estragon goes towards the boots, inspects them closely.
No, they're not mine.
Not yours.
Mine are black. These are brown.
You're sure yours were black?
Well, they were kind of gray.
And these are brown. Show.
Picking up a boot.
Well, they're kind of
Show.
Estragon hands him the boot. Vladimir expects it, throwing it down angrily.
Of all
But you see? Oh, that's a lot of bloody...
Yeah, all I see is what it is. I mean, you see I see what's happened.
Oh, that's a lot of bloody...
It's elementary. Someone came and took yours and left you his.
Why?
His were too tight for him, so he took yours.
But mine were too tight.
For you! Not for him.
I'm tired. Let's go.
We can't.
Why not?
We're waiting for Godot.
What do we do? What do we do?
There's nothing we can do.
But I can't go on like this.
Would you like a radish?
Is that all there is?
There are radishes and turnips.
Are there no carrots?
No, anyway, you'll overdo it with your carrots.
Then give me a radish.
Vladimir fumbles in his pockets, finds nothing but turnips. Finally brings out a radish and hands it to Estragon, who examines it, sniffs it.
It's black!
It's a radish.
I like the pink ones, you know that.
You don't want it?
I like the pink ones.
Then give it back to me.
Estragon gives it back.
I'll go and get a carrot.
He does not move.
This is becoming really insignificant.
Not enough.
What about trying them?
I've tried every...
No, you mean the boots.
Would that be a good thing?
It'd pass the time. I assure you, it'd be an occupation.
A relaxation.
A recreation.
A relaxation.
Try.
You'll help me?
I will, of course.
We don't manage too bad, do we, DD? Between the two of us.
Yes, yes. Come on, we'll try the left first.
We always find something, ADD, to give us the impression we exist.
Yes, yes, we're magicians. But let us preserve what we have resolved before we forget. Come on, give me your foot. The other hog, higher.
Raises the other foot. Wreathed together, they stagger about the stage. Vladimir succeeds finally in getting on the boot.
Try and walk.
Estragon walks.
Well,
It fits.
Taking a string from his pocket.
try and lace it.
No laces, no laces.
You'll be sorry. Let's try the other.
As before.
Well,
If it's too...
they don't hurt you.
Not yet.
Then you can keep them.
They're too big.
Perhaps you'll have socks one day.
True.
Then you'll keep them.
That's enough about these boots.
Yes, but
Enough! I suppose I might as well sit down.
He looks for a place to sit down and goes and sits down on the mound, same place he's been sitting the whole show.
that's where you were sitting yesterday evening.
I could only sleep.
Yesterday you slept.
Try.
He resumes his fetal posture, his head between his knees.
Wait.
He goes over and sits down beside Estragon and begins singing in a loud voice.
Bye, bye, bye,
Not so loud!
Softly.
Bye, 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 bye.
Estragon sleeps. Vladimir gets up softly, takes off his coat and lays it across Estragon's shoulders and starts walking up and down, swinging his arms to keep himself warm because he took off his coat. Estragon wakes with a start, jumps up, casts about wildly. Vladimir runs to him, puts his arms around him.
There. Dee Dee's there, don't be afraid.
I was falling.
It's all over, it's all over.
I was on top of a...
Don't tell me.
He takes Estragon by the arm and walks him up and down until Estragon refuses to go any further.
That's enough, I'm tired.
You'd rather be stuck there doing nothing.
Yes.
Please yourself.
He releases Estragon, picks up his coat, and puts it on.
Let's go.
We can't.
Why not?
We're waiting for Godot.
Vladimir walks up and down.
Can you not stay still?
I'm cold.
We came too soon.
It's always at nightfall.
But night doesn't fall.
But it'll fall all of a sudden, like yesterday.
Then it'll be night.
And we can go.
Then it'll be day again.
What do we do? Will you stop whining? I've had about a belly full of your lamentations.
I'm going.
Sing Lucky's Hat.
Well,
Farewell.
Lucky's hat. I've been here an hour and never saw it. Fine.
You'll never see me again.
I knew it was the right place. Now our troubles are over.
Picks up the hat, contemplates it, straightens it.
Must have been a very fine hat.
He puts it on place of his own, which he hands to Estragon. Well, here we're going into the hat lot seat, but
What?
hold that. I don't know, Gil.
Hold on.
Direct this part. They keep
We got
switching
books
fucking
there.
hats. There's like
Yeah.
a juggling act.
Yeah. Put it
Lucky's
here.
hat ends back on my
Yeah,
head.
Yeah. Miss a bit.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
And then this ends up on my head.
and it ends up on the
And then which?
I
And
think
I
Vladimir
We're playing
said-
our own hats again. Throw that hat down. Fuck that hat.
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole bit there.
How does it fit me?
How would I know?
No, but how do I look in it?
He turns his head coquettishly to and fro. Minces like a mannequin.
Hideous.
Yes, but not more so than usual.
Neither more nor less.
Then I can keep it. Mine irked me. How shall I say? It itched me.
He takes off Lucky's hat, peers into it, shakes it, knocks on the crown, puts it on again.
I'm going.
Can you not play?
Play what?
We could play at Pozzo and Lucky.
Never heard of it.
I'll do Lucky, you do Pozzo.
He imitates Lucky sagging under the weight of his baggage. Estragon looks at him with stupefaction.
Go on,
What am I to do?
curse me.
Naughty!
Stronger.
Battle caucus!
That's right.
Spider machete!
Yeah.
Oh, tell me to think.
What?
Say think, pig.
Think, pig!
Silence.
I can't.
That's enough of that.
Tell me to dance.
I'm going.
Dance, hog.
He rises, exit Estragon left precipitately.
I can't.
He looks up, misses Estragon.
Go.
He moves wildly around the stage, enter Estragon left panting. He hastens towards Vladimir, falls into his arms.
Oh, there you are again. I'm accursed. Where were you? I thought you were gone forever.
They're coming.
Who?
I don't know.
How many?
I don't know.
It's Godot. At last, Go. It's Godot. We are saved. Let's go and meet him.
He drags Estragon towards the wings. Estragon resists, pulls himself free, and exits right.
Go, come back.
Vladimir runs to extreme left, scans the horizon. Enter Estragon right. He hastens towards Vladimir, falls into his arms.
I'm in hell!
There you are again. Where were you?
They were coming there too!
We're surrounded.
Estragon makes a rush towards the back.
Imbecile, there's no way back out there.
He takes Estragon by the arm and drags him towards front, gestures towards front.
There. Not a soul in sight. Off you go,
He
quick!
pushes Estragon towards the auditorium. Estragon recoils in horror.
You won't?
He contemplates auditorium.
Well, I can understand that. Wait till I see. Your only hope left is to disappear.
Where?
Behind the tree!
Estragon hesitates.
Quick, behind the tree!
Estragon goes and crouches behind the tree, realizes he is not hidden, comes out from behind the tree.
Decidedly, this tree will not have been the slightest use to us.
I lost my head, forgive me. It won't happen again. Tell me what to do.
There's nothing to do.
You go and stand there.
He draws Vladimir to extreme right and places him with his back to the stage.
There! Don't move! And watch out!
Vladimir scans the rises, screaming his eyes with his hand. Estragon runs and takes up same position, extreme left. They turn their heads and look at each other.
Back to back.
They continue to look at each other for a moment, then resume their watch. Long silence.
Do you see anything coming?
What?
Do you see anything coming?
No!
They resume their watch. Silence.
You must have had a vision.
What?
You must have had a vision!
No need to shout.
They resume their watch. Silence.
Do you... Oh, pardon.
Oh, carry on.
No, after you.
No, you first.
I interrupted you.
On the
They
contrary.
glare at each other angrily.
Ceremonious ape.
Punctuous pig!
Finish your phrase, I tell you.
Finish your own!
They draw closer. Halt.
Moron.
That's the idea. Let's abuse each other.
Moron.
Vermin!
Abortion.
Morpion!
Sewer rat.
Curate!
Cretin.
Critic!
Oh.
Vanquished, it turns away.
Now let's make up.
Go.
Dee Dee!
Your hand.
Take it!
Come into my arms.
Your arms,
My breast.
Off we go.
they embrace, they separate, silence.
How time flies when one has fun.
What do we do now?
While waiting,
While waiting.
we could do our exercises,
Our movement.
our elevations,
Our relaxation.
our elongations,
Our relaxation.
to warm us up.
To calm us down.
Off we go.
Vladimir hops from one foot to the other. Estragon imitates him.
That's enough, I'm tired.
We're not in form. Well, what about a little deep breathing?
I'm tired of breathing.
You're right. Let's just do the tree for balance.
The tree?
Vladimir does the tree, staggering about on one leg.
Your turn.
Estragon does the tree, staggers.
Do you think God sees me?
You must close your eyes.
Estragon closes his eyes, he staggers worse.
God, have pity on me!
And me!
On me! On me! Pity on me!
Enter Pozzo and Lucky. Pozzo is blind. Lucky burdened as before. Rope as before, but much shorter so that Pozzo might follow more easily. Lucky wearing a different hat. At the sight of Vladimir and Estragon, he stops short. Pozzo, continuing on his way, bumps into him.
Go.
What is it? Who is it?
Lucky falls, drops everything, and brings down Pozzo with him. They lie helpless along the scattered back.
Is it Godot?
At last!
He goes towards the heap.
Reinforcements at last!
Help! Is it Godot?
We were beginning to weaken, now we're sure to see the evening out.
Help!
We are no longer alone, waiting for the night, waiting for Godot, waiting. All evening we have struggled unassisted, now it's over, it's already tomorrow.
Help!
Time flows again already. The sun will set, the moon will rise, and we away from here.
Pity!
Or Pozzo.
I knew it was him.
Who?
Godot!
But it's not Godot.
It's not Godot?
It's not Godot.
Then who is it?
It's Pozzo.
Here! Help me up!
You can't get up.
Let's go.
We can't.
Why not?
We're waiting for Godot.
Ah!
Perhaps he has another bone for you.
Bone?
Chicken. Do you not remember?
It was him?
Yes.
Ask him.
Perhaps we should help him first
To do what?
to get up.
He can't get up.
He wants to get up.
Then let him get up!
He can't.
Why not?
I do not know.
Pozzo writhes, groans, beats the ground with his fist.
Ask him for the bone first, and if he refuses, we'll leave him there.
You mean we have him at our mercy?
Yes.
And that we should subordinate our good offices to certain conditions?
What?
That seems intelligent, all right, but there's one thing I'm afraid of.
Hell? What?
That Lucky might get going all of a sudden, then we'd be bollocked.
Lucky?
The one that went for you yesterday.
I tell you, there was 10 of them.
No, before that, the one that kicked you.
Was he there?
As large as life. For the moment, he is inert, but he might run amok any minute.
Hell. And suppose we gave him a good beating, the two of us.
You mean if we fell on him in his sleep?
Yes.
That seems like a good idea, all right. But could we do it? Is he really asleep? No. The best would be is to take advantage of Pozzo's calling for help.
Help!
To help him.
We help him?
In anticipation of some
And
tangible
suppose he...
return. Let's not waste our time in idle discourse. Let us do something while we have the chance. It is not every day that we are needed. Not indeed that we are personally needed. Others would meet the case equally well, if not better. To all mankind they were addressed, those cries for help still ringing in our ears. But at this place, at this moment of time, all mankind is us. Whether we like it or not. Let's make the most of it before it's too late. Let us represent worthily for once the foul brood to which a cruel fate consigned us. What do you say?
Estragon says nothing.
It It is true. And with folded arms, we weigh the pros and cons. We have no less a credit to our species. The tiger bounds to the help of his congeners without the least reflection, or else he slinks away into the depths of the thickets. But that is not the question. What are we doing here? That is the question, and we are blessed in this, that we happen to know the answer. Yes, in this immense confusion, one thing alone is clear. We are waiting for Godot to come. Or for the night to fall. We've kept our appointment, and there's an end to that. We are not saints, but we have kept our appointment. How many people can boast as much?
Billions.
You think so?
I don't know.
You may be right. Help! All I know is that the hours are long under these conditions and constrain us to beguile them with proceedings which, how shall I say, which may at first sight seem reasonable until they become a habit. You may say it is so to prevent our reasoning from floundering, no doubt. But has it not long been straying in the night without end of abysmal depths? That's what I sometimes wonder. You follow my reasoning?
We're all born mad. Some remains.
Help! I'll pay you!
How much?
100 francs!
I wouldn't go so far as that.
You think it's enough?
No, I mean so far as to assert that I was weak in the head when I came into the world, but that is not the question.
200!
We wait. We are bored. No, don't protest. We are bored to death. There's no denying it. Good. A diversion comes along, and what do? We let it go to waste. Come on, let's get to work.
He advances toward the heap, stops in his stride.
In an instant, all will vanish, and we'll be alone once more in the midst of nothingness.
200!
We're coming!
He tries to pull Pozzo to his feet, fails, tries again, stumbles, fails, tries to get up, fails.
What's the matter with you all?
Help!
I'm going.
Don't leave me, they'll kill me.
Where am I?
Go!
Help!
Help!
I'm going.
Help me up first, and then we'll go together.
You promise?
I swear it.
And we'll never come back.
Never.
We'll go to the Pyrenees.
Wherever you like.
I've always wanted to wander in the Pyrenees.
You'll wonder in them.
Who farted?
Pozzo?
Here! Pity!
It's revolting.
Quick, give me your hand!
I'm going. I'm going.
Well, I suppose in the end I'll get up by myself.
He fails.
In the fullness of time.
What's the matter with you?
Go to hell!
Are you staying there?
For the time being.
Come on, get up. You'll catch a chill.
Don't worry about me.
Come on, Dee Dee. Don't be
He
pig-headed.
stretches out his hand, which Vladimir makes haste to seize.
Pull!
Loud silence.
Help!
We've arrived.
Who are you?
We are men.
Sweet Mother Earth.
Can you get up?
I don't know.
Try.
Not now. Not now.
What happened?
Would you stop it, pest? He can think of nothing but himself.
What about a little snooze?
Did you hear him? He wants to know what happened.
Don't mind him. Sleep.
Pity! Pity!
What is it?
Were you asleep?
I must have been.
It's this bastard Pozzo at it again.
Make him stop it. Kick him in the crotch.
Striking Pozzo.
Stop it, Crabblehouse!
Pozzo extricates himself with cries of pain and crawls away. He stops, saws the air blindly, calling for help. Vladimir propped up on his elbow, observes his retreat.
He's off.
Pozzo collapses.
He's down.
What to do now?
Perhaps I could crawl to him.
Don't leave me!
Or I could call to him.
Yes. Call to him.
Pozzo? Pozzo? No reply.
Together.
Pozzo! Pozzo! He moved!
Are you sure his name is Pozzo?
Mr. Pozzo. Come back! We won't hurt you!
We might try him with other names.
I'm afraid he's dying.
It'd be amusing.
Would it be amusing?
To try it with other names, one after the other. Pass the time. We'd be bound to hit on the right one sooner or later.
I tell you, his name is Pozzo.
We'll soon see. Abel! Abel!
Yeah.
Got it one.
I begin to weary of this motif.
Perhaps the other is called King. Cain! Cain! Help! He's all humanity. Look at the little cloud.
Where?
There, in the zenith.
Well? What is there so wonderful about it?
Let's pass on now to something else, do you mind?
I was just going to suggest it.
But to what?
Ah.
suppose we got up to begin with?
No harm trying.
They get up.
Child's play.
Simple question of willpower.
And now?
No.
Let's go.
We can't.
Why not?
We're waiting for Godot.
What do we do? What do we do?
Help!
What about helping him?
What does he want?
He wants to get up.
Then why doesn't he?
He wants us to help him.
Then why
get up.
don't we? What are we waiting for?
They help Pozzo to his feet, let him go, he falls.
We must hold him.
They get him up again, Pozzo sats between them, his arms around their necks.
Feeling better?
Who are you?
Do you not recognize us?
I'm blind.
Perhaps he can see into the future. Since when?
I used to have wonderful sight. But are you friends?
He wasn't our friend.
No, he means friends of his.
Well,
We've proved we are by helping him.
exactly. Would we have helped him if we weren't his friends?
Possibly.
True.
Don't let's quibble about this now.
You are not highwaymen.
Highwaymen? Do we look like highwaymen?
Damn it, can't you see the man is blind?
Damn it. So he is. So he says.
Don't leave me.
No question of it.
For the moment.
What time is it?
7 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
That depends on what time of the year it is.
Is it evening?
Vladimir and Estragon scrutinize the sunset.
I mean, it's rising.
Possible.
Perhaps it's dawn.
Don't be a fool, it's the west over there.
How do you know?
Is it evening?
Anyway, it hasn't moved.
I tell you, it's rising.
Why don't you answer me?
Give us a chance!
It's evening. Sir, it's evening. Night is drawing nigh. My friend here would like to have me doubt it, and I must confess he shook me for a moment, but it is not for nothing. I have lived through this long day, and I can assure you it is very near the end of its repertory. How do you feel now?
How much longer are we to cart him around?
They half release him, catch him again as he falls.
We're not kids!
You were saying your sight used to be good. I heard you, right?
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful sight.
Expand! Expand!
Let him alone. Can't you see? He's thinking of the days when he was happy. Amora praetorium bonorum. That must be unpleasant.
You wouldn't know.
And it came on you all of a sudden.
Quite wonderful.
I'm asking you if it came on you all of a sudden.
I woke up one fine day as blind as fortune. Sometimes I wonder if I'm not still asleep.
And when was that?
I don't know.
But no later than yesterday.
Don't question me! The blind have no notion of time. The things of time are hidden from them too.
Just fancied that. I could have sworn it was just the opposite.
I'm going.
Where are we?
I couldn't tell you.
Isn't it by chance the place known as the Board?
Never heard of it.
What's it like?
It's indescribable. It's like nothing. There's nothing. There's a tree.
Then it's not the Board.
Some diversion.
Where is my menial?
He's about somewhere.
Why doesn't he answer when I call?
I don't know. He seems to be sleeping. Perhaps he's dead.
What happened exactly?
Exactly!
The two of you slipped and fell.
Go and see if he's hurt.
We can't leave you.
You needn't both go.
You go. That's what he did to me? Never.
Yes, yes. Let your friend go. He stinks so. What is he waiting for?
What you waiting for?
I'm waiting for Godot.
What exactly should he do?
Well, to begin with, he should pull on the rope. As hard as he likes, so long as it doesn't strangle him. He usually responds to that. If not, he should give him a taste of his boot in the face and the privates as far as possible.
You see? You've nothing to be afraid of. It's even an opportunity to revenge yourself.
And if he defends himself?
Oh, no, he never defends himself.
I'll come flying to the rescue.
Don't take your eyes off me.
Make sure he's alive before you start. No point in exerting yourself if he's dead.
Bending over Lucky.
He's breathing.
Then let him have
With
it.
sudden fury, Estragon starts kicking Lucky, hurling abuse at him as he does so. But he hurts his foot and moves away, limping and growing. Lucky stirs.
Oh, the
He
brute!
sits down on the mound and starts to take off his boot, but he soon desists and disposes himself for sleep, his arms on his knees and his head on his arms.
What's gone wrong
My
now?
friend has hurt himself.
And Lucky?
So it is he.
What?
It is Lucky.
I don't understand.
And you are Pozzo.
Certainly, I am Pozzo.
The same as yesterday.
Yesterday.
We met yesterday. Do you not remember?
I don't remember having met anyone yesterday. But tomorrow I won't remember having met anyone today, so don't count on me to enlighten you.
But
Enough! Up, big!
you were bringing him to the fair to sell him. You spoke to us. He danced. He thought. You had your sight.
As you please, let me go! Up!
Wait. Lucky gets up, gathers up his burdens.
Where do you go from here?
Lucky, laden down, takes his place before Pozzo.
Where?
Lucky puts everything down, looks for whip, finds it, puts it in Pozzo's hand, takes up everything again.
Rope.
Lucky puts everything down, puts in a rope into Pozzo's hand, takes up everything again.
What is there in the bag?
Sand. Oh!
Don't go yet.
I'm going.
What do you do when you fall far from help?
We wait till we can get up, then we go on. On!
Before you go, tell him to sing.
Who?
Lucky.
To sing?
Yes, or to think, or to recite.
But he is dumb!
Dumb?
Dumb! He can't even grow!
Dumb? Since when?
Have you not done tormenting me with your accursed time? It's abominable. When? One day, is that not enough for you? One day he went dumb. One day I went blind. One day we'll go deaf. One day we were born. One day we shall die. The same day. The same second. Is that not enough for you? They gave birth astride of a grave. The lights gleam an instant, then it's nights once more.
He jerks the rope.
Oh!
Exeunt, Pozzo, and Lucky. Vladimir follows him to the exit stage, looks after them. The noise of falling, reinforced by the mimic of Vladimir, announces that they are down again. Silence. Vladimir goes towards Estragon, contemplates him a moment, then shakes him awake.
Why will you never let me sleep?
I felt lonely.
I was dreaming I was happy.
That passed the time.
I was dreaming that...
Don't tell me. I wonder, is he really blind?
Blind? Blind who?
Pozzo.
Blind?
He told us he was blind.
Well, what about it?
See, but me, he saw us.
You dreamt it. Let's go. We can't. Ah! Are you sure it wasn't him?
Who?
Godot.
But who?
Pozzo.
Not at all. Not at all.
I suppose I might as
Not
well
at
get
all.
up.
Gets up painfully.
I don't know what to think anymore.
He sits down again, tries to take off his boots.
Help me.
Was I sleeping while the others suffered? Am I sleeping now? Tomorrow, when I wake, or think I do, what shall I say of today? That with Estragon, my friend at this place, until the fall of night I waited for Godot? That Pozzo passed with his carrier, and that he spoke to us? Probably. But in all that, what truth will there be?
Estragon, having struggled with his boots in vain, is dozing off again. Vladimir looks at him.
He'll know nothing. He'll tell me about the blows he received, and I'll give him a carrot. Astride of a grave, a difficult birth. Down in the hole, lingeringly, the gravedigger puts on the forceps. We have time to grow old. The air is full of our cries.
He listens.
But habit is a great deadener.
He looks again at Estragon.
Of me too, someone is looking. Of me too, someone is saying, he is sleeping. He knows nothing. Let him sleep on. I can't go on. What have I said?
He goes feverishly to and fro, halts finally at extreme left, broods, enter boy, right. He halts, silence. Mr. Albert?
Off we go again. Do you not recognize me?
No, sir.
It wasn't you who came yesterday.
No, sir.
This is your first time.
Yes, sir.
You have a message from Mr. Godot.
Yes, sir.
He won't come this evening,
No, sir.
but he'll come tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Without fail.
Yes, sir.
Did you meet anyone?
No, sir.
2 other men?
I didn't see anyone, sir.
What does he do, Mr. Godot? Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Well,
He does nothing, sir.
how is your brother?
He's sick, sir.
Perhaps it was he that came yesterday.
I don't know, sir.
Has he a beard, Mr. Godot?
Yes, sir.
Fair or black?
I think it's white, sir.
Christ have mercy on us.
What am I to tell Mr. Godot, sir?
Tell him you saw me and that you saw me.
Vladimir advances, the boy recoils. Vladimir halts, the boy halts with sudden violence.
You're sure you saw me? You won't come and tell me tomorrow that you never saw me?
Vladimir makes a sudden spring forward. The boy avoids him and exits running. Silence. The sun sets. The moon rises. As in Act 1, Vladimir stands motionless and bowed. Estragon wakes, takes off his boots, gets up with one in each hand and goes and puts them down center front, then goes towards Vladimir.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
I'm going.
So am I.
Was I long asleep?
I don't know.
Where shall we go?
Not far.
Oh, yes. Let's go far away from here.
We can't.
Why not?
We have to come back tomorrow
For
to wait for Godot.
he didn't come,
No?
and now it's too late.
Yes, now it's night.
And if we dropped him,
He'd punish us.
He looks at the tree.
Everything's dead. But the tree.
what is it?
It's the tree.
Yes, but what kind?
I don't know. A willow.
Estragon draws Vladimir towards the tree. They stand motionless beside it, before it. Silence.
Why don't we hang ourselves?
What?
You haven't got a better rope?
No.
Then we can't.
Let's go.
Wait, there's my belt.
That's too short.
You could hang on to my legs.
And who'd hang on to mine?
True.
Show all the same.
Estragon loosens the cord that holds his trousers with, much too big for him, and they fall around his ankles. They look at the cord.
It might do at a pinch, but is it strong enough?
We'll soon see. Here.
They each take an end of the cord and pull. It breaks. They almost fall.
Not worth a curse.
You say we have to come back tomorrow?
Yes.
Then we can bring a good bit of rope.
Yes.
Dee.
Yes.
I can't go on like this.
That's what you think.
If we part it, it might be better for us.
We'll hang ourselves tomorrow. Unless Godot comes.
And if he comes?
We'll be saved.
Vladimir takes off his hat, which is actually Lucky's, peers inside it, he feels around about it, shakes it, knocks it on the crown, puts it on again.
Well, shall we go?
Pull on your trousers.
What?
Pull on your trousers.
You want me to pull off my trousers?
Pull on your trousers.
Realizing his trousers are down, he pulls up his trousers.
True.
Well, shall we go?
Yes. Let's go.
They do not move. Curtain.
Yeah.
Hey!
like
What's the time?
Guilford, you know?
2 hours.
Yeah, it's
Done.
it
You
is.
had all the shit.
Yeah. Oh, for
20
sure.
minutes of physical.
Maybe, well, I think
Unless you're
10.
cooking on all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's a
Well, you
total
probably
force.
cut a bit.
Yeah.
I'm calling the Postmates bring more whiskey and smokes, but let me just get this
More whiskey and smokes.
before 10 o'clock hits. 'Cause,
Yeah.
Oh, is that the cutoff for that?
I think it kind of is.
Gotta order more whiskey and school.
But God, what a play!
There's so much
It
meat.
makes a
you know?
little more sense to me. I've never been able to make any sense of it, but actually seeing
Seen
it
it
kind of
before,
makes a little bit
Have
of
you
sense.
never seen a
I'm
production?
notoriously dim-witted on all
Me
this.
too,
And when it
me
comes
too.
to reading plays, I just have a hard time, like, I just kind of glaze over a lot of the time. I just start reading and I'm not looking at you
Yeah.
saying what, you know?
Yeah,
But it makes a little more sense.
Well, I think people, you know, if you read something, typically it's because you're casting it
Mm-hmm.
or you're auditioning for it. So you're reading for your lines. So
Yeah.
basically, boo, 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 boo. Oh, here I am.
Mm-hmm.
You know, then you're not reading for the content really.
Didn't we get the carrot that rolled under the?
I
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah,
Big, 3 weeks from now, Todd will be like,
But it's interesting. I like.
You're, I don't know, you said help like 19 different
God, that was so good.
Well, I was doing my mom. My mom passed away a couple months
Oh,
ago.
shit.
She
Oh,
had-
my God.
Okay.
She had like 4 or 5 years of dementia, and she would just sit there on the couch rocking back and forth, and she'd be like, "Help me, help me,
Oh my God, okay.
help me,
Yeah.
help me, help me, help me, help me!" And you come over like, "Mom, mom, mom," you know.
Was she in
and she's like,
Houston?
"Oh, I'm fine, honey. I'm just fine. Don't worry about me. I'm fine."
Was she in Houston?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Were you back for those?
Yeah. I would come in, you know.
How long did it last?
4 or 5 years, was just
Really?
horrible. And my
She didn't
dad,
know
my
you?
dad had to deal with her the whole time because they couldn't afford to put her in a home, so he was dealing with her. And it was just nonstop, like
Yeah.
24/7. And it was always the same thing, like, help me,
How old was she?
help me, 89, help me, help me,
89.
help me, help me, help me! You know, and then you know, and the funny thing is you'd be like, you know, like start doing that, help me, help me, help me, and you
Help. Yeah. Help. I don't
Mom, all right, no, I'm, okay, sorry, Mom, help me, help me.
Hey, can I? I'm
Yeah.
sorry.